This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning, good day, good afternoon. Welcome to another Press Talks. Yes, this is your boy Pearly in the house. Been going long, but I'm so happy to be back here with you today. Joining me today, well, first of all, let's give our blessings and our prayers for Naughty, who's going to be, he might be in a little bit today, but he's a little bit under the weather. You know, I don't know if it's them Yankee losses that got him like that, but he's not going to be too much with us today. It's just Stat Boy and I today.
Yep.
What's up, Stat Boy? How you doing?
What's going on, Pearly? Good to have you back.
So good to be back. So what's been going on with you, man?
Just, getting ready to graduate, getting ready to enjoy this summer and sports, more and more sports.
Amen. I see some good things happen in the sports. We can jump right into it. But first, before we do anything, let's give thanks to our sponsors. If I could get them, let me see now. We got, what do they do with our sponsors today, Stat Boy?
Let's get
them right. Where's KFC? KFC is our one of our biggest sponsors. So we want to say happy.
Shout out KFC Nassau for sure.
Thank you to the Island Game, Harborside Marine, KFC, the Green Pirate. I had lunch at Green Pirate yesterday, and Margaritaville PI. So we're so happy to have you guys as sponsors. That you have confidence in us, and thank you so much. So Stat Boy, what's been going on, man?
Ain't nothing much, man. Hectic, been silly season the last couple months, but now that all that's over, just getting ready to graduate, go off to college. But I'm getting ready for the summer of sports. We got the East Finals and the West Finals on. We got the World Cup coming up soon. Baseball is going to be in full swing. It's going to be a pretty solid summer as a sports fan to cover it.
I'm excited by the World Cup. I'm excited by the World Cup this year.
As am I. I really am. I feel like
who's your favorite?
Spain, of course. That's my team. But I feel we have the best chance to win it all.
Is that your team because that's your descendant of Spain, or that you really do like Spain?
Yeah, no, both. But like that, I mean, if you had a relative who was from England or from the Netherlands, you'd root for them too. So that's why I root for them.
That's true.
So I didn't see myself rooting for nobody else but Spain in the World Cup.
I think Spain is going to be pretty good. I like England, and I also like Brazil. You never count Brazil out anytime.
Yeah, they'll be a tough out. But I also have to say France, that French squad, that's going to be a very, very tough out. They're talented. Yeah. This is Didier Deschamps' last run as the manager because I think Zinedine Zidane is going to take over from here on out after this World Cup. So they're going to be playing for something, and it's going to be a fun World Cup this summer.
Mbappe back this year?
He is, yeah. Mbappe will be back, and the World Cup is going to be hosted in North America too, and USA, Canada, and Mexico. So this will be good.
Any games in Miami? Do you know if any games can be in Miami?
I think a couple of games are going to be in Miami. They're definitely using Hard Rock. They're using MetLife. They're going to use Dallas. I'm trying to think, like the big cities with the big, suitable stadiums for that kind of thing. Like they won't use no off team, but Miami for sure would get a crowd, especially if they have a Hispanic team there, 100%.
Yeah, and LA as well, I think.
Yeah, LA, of course.
And then, but I know, they're talking FIFA and President Trump, but that was some buckheads, but I guess it'll all be all right and move fine, eh?
Everything will be It'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see if Iran plays in this World Cup this summer because it
I
looks like
think they pulled out.
I can't remember. They might have actually, but
I
no, it
think
looks
I
like
read something.
They're set for World Cup Group G. Their group is Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
All right, that's a pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Belgium may be kind of tough.
No, Belgium will be a tough group for them, but I mean, I'm just surprised that they're playing in this at all to begin with. Honestly,
Who are some of the other groups?
let's get some of the other groups of the World Cup. That's Group G. Group A: Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and you have Czechia, the Czech Republic. Group B: Canada.
I like Mexico. I like Mexico in Group A.
I do. You in Group B, you have Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. I kind of like Switzerland or Canada.
Me too. I like Switzerland in that one.
Group C is a bit of a tougher group. You have Brazil, you have Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland.
Oh, that's easy for Brazil. What you mean tough?
The teams will play them tough, but I know Brazil will win that group.
Okay.
Group D, you have the United States, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
That's interesting. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will. Group E, we have the Germans, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador.
I like Germany. Germany always comes out tough.
I do as well. Great defensive football.
Yeah.
Group F, you have the Netherlands, you have Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia.
Oh, boy.
Group G, we already covered Group G. Group H is going to have Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay.
Uruguay is going to give Spain a push, but I think Spain will be fine.
I think we'll be good, but they will be a tough out. Group I has France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway.
Is always that one team that makes a good run. Senegal.
Exactly. I think Senegal could be a tough team to make like the round of 16 or even the quarters.
Probably
maybe not the quarters, but the round of 16. Yeah, the knockouts. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Group J, you have Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
That should be a pretty easy run for Argentina there. Hopefully they should win that group.
I do agree. Group K, you have Portugal, DR Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. And then
now Congo, you remember Colombia had a good team and one of their players did an own goal, and when he got back to Colombia, they killed him.
Yeah, back in the 90s. I forget his name. It was Andres Escobar, something like that.
Something like that. I can't remember his name, yeah.
I know exactly the case you're talking about. He made that mistake, and they took him out, which was crazy. And crazy times in the world with what was going on coming out of Colombia. Group L has England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
Ghana?
I think Croatia has a shot to upset England for the group.
So that'll be interesting to see. That will be really interesting. But I doubt it.
England left some talent home. It was interesting.
They did?
Shaw's not going. Phil Foden's not going. I don't believe Rashford's going. I'll have to take a look at the roster again. But
I see Americans left a couple of big names back home as well.
Which is very interesting. But as long as they have Christian Pulisic, I think they'll be all right. But
yeah.
He's the captain. Yeah,
he's a stud.
Exactly. But I don't know. I like Brazil and Spain and France as like the three. And then Argentina, of course, I'll give them respect because they're defending champs. Those four are my favorites. And then we have others looking in like Germany, Portugal. It'll be a very fun World Cup. The world always seems like way more fun when the World Cup's on in the summer.
It is. Because there are stories that, ceasefires happen just to watch games of the World Cup. So it'll be interesting if the Americans and Iran have a ceasefire for the World Cup. Hopefully that'll be over before that.
I mean, I saw some reports of Trump saying the deal is largely completed, but Iran, they never even pulled out. They stayed in. I got to tip my cap to them with everything going on. I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
For real. So World Cup starts June, end of June or July?
I think mid-June. I think the 14th or 15th, and then it ends in what's it called? Like mid-June to July. No, mid-July.
So like a 4-week run, right? Yeah. But it should be fun.
I got a text from a texter that said Great Britain has 2 world wars and 1 World Cup. All right.
That's so weird. I
think it's time to get into the local scene of sports as well. So
update me. But I know that just the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League, they got their spring bowl going on where they bringing in a lot of new players and old players to hone their skills and get them prepared for the season that begins the end of August. So
No.
this they had a big day yesterday, and I think they got one more week, and then it's 1 or 2 more weeks,
They're
and it's
gonna be
done.
done, eh? Yeah. Players were disappointed in the withdrawal from DC, the Davis Cup, and this is tennis. And the Bahamas
Okay.
team was disappointed in that. They were scheduled to compete at the Americas Zone Group 3 tournament in San Jose, Costa Rica next month, and they withdrew days before they were set to go.
Why?
And,
Did they say?
No idea. I'm reading the article. Howard University collegiate player Michael Major Jr. was a part of last year's Davis Cup team, which finished with an undefeated 5-0 win-loss record and earned promotion to the Americas Zone 3, along with other players Dante Armbruster, Denali Nottage, Kofi Bow, and they were set to all go. And this latest action was led by the Perry Newton-led BLTA administration. I have no idea why they would withdraw these kids from being able to play in the DC, but that's unfortunate. Mingos shut out United to end the season strong. This was in men's soccer. So the UB Mingos, they end the season well. It was a 3-0 win in the Bahamas Men's Soccer League Knockout Cup at the Roscoe A.L. Davies Soccer Fields. UB finishes third for the cup after winning the league title last month. And midfielder Kevin Thomas had a day. He had a hat trick, all 3 goals for UB.
Wow, wonderful.
You know, it was a win that they needed. You know, he said that they wanted to get a good result after the last game, and he was happy to help the team, and it was a team effort. I've been very consistent within the last few games, and it showed in this game as well. Yeah, it definitely showed you had a hat trick, bro.
That's good stuff. You know, the UB sports program, I think, is growing pretty good.
I think so
well.
as well.
And I look forward to them doing a lot of big things coming up. Hopefully the university will pump a little more money into the programs.
I agree, and then get eyes for more sporting opportunities abroad. You know, granted, they keep up their grades and everything, and they have great extracurriculars as well.
Yeah, that's good stuff, though. I really appreciate that. So what else? So I see Garrett Cole is back in MLB.
Yes, he is. Yep. On Touchline MLB, Garrett was back, and he pitched a really great game. Now, I didn't get to catch the results of that game, so I'm going to have to look that up now, but I know it's been rough for us because we are 30-22.
You're about 9, but you're 4.5 games out or 5.5 games out?
We are 4.5 games out, I think, right now, or 5.
No,
for
4.5
on the race.
He pitched a really, really good game. I think he had gave up only 2 hits and 6 strikeouts.
Yep, and I think we still managed to lose.
Yeah. The reliever, I can't remember his name, gave up 4 runs in 1 inning.
It's unfortunate. I can hear the break coming from Mr. Producer, so we will be locked and loaded with MLB when we come out on the flip side of the break. You've got it locked and loaded here on Talking Heads.
Press box.
Press box. I don't do Talking Heads. I do press box.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Budgeting and saving? Yes. Investing? Check. But what if you could do more? With an RF brokerage account, you can get priority access to local investment opportunities right as they come to the market. Never miss a bond or new share offering again. Plus, you can house all your investments in one place and benefit from expert investment advice. Contact us at brokerage@rfgroup.com to start doing more today. Some conditions apply. RF, money at work.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Welcome back to Press Box. Welcome back to the Press Box here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. You got Pearly in the house with Stat Boy holding it down for Naughty today. He was out ill, so Naughty, get better soon. So Stat Boy,
Yep.
see my Dodgers? Did you see my Dodgers last night?
I did not get a chance to see the Dodgers last night. No, I'll have to check the scores of these games. I bet it was a great game too and a great win. I bet.
Yeah, you missed the gem. It was a gem. They jumped on
11-3 over the
Sasaki.
Brewers. There you go.
Yeah, they jumped on Sasaki with 3 runs in the first inning.
Wow.
And he just after that just settled down and started mowing them down.
Yep, and then
Of course, the
boom,
Dodgers-
11-3.
I think the Dodgers bullpen has gone about 34, 35 innings without giving up a run.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's been fun watching them.
Yeah, with the Dodgers,
I think-
it's 9-inning baseball. 9-inning baseball. You
Yeah,
can't just,
yeah.
get up on the Dodgers early and think you've got it. No, you have to play 9.
Yeah. You got to play, and you got to give it your all every time you play us. You know, I was getting teased about somebody was telling me yesterday, man, you guys should all that money you spend, you should have no injuries. You should win all your games.
No,
But it's not-
injuries are a part of the game. They
Yeah,
are
and
a
it's
part of the game.
you're the human. You're still human, you know. And I said, if we know how to work the system, why you mad at us?
Exactly.
Other teams, I always tell people that the Milwaukee Brewers owner is the ninth richest team owner in sports, not just baseball, in
In
sports.
sports. And he refuses to spend. That's on
Yeah,
them.
and Montreal would get a bunch of good players, and that's by the trade. Trade them away. Hader they traded away. Peralta they traded away, and it's like they're just giving up players. They don't want to spend the money. He just wants to make the money.
It reminds me of the latest, Portland Trail Blazers owner. I forget his name. But, laying employees off, not having team shirts at the game, trying to be cheap so he'll overprice the concessions, but, cut down on those costs to make the experience immersive at the games. And, they made the playoffs this year, so it's something that came up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So it was just interesting to see that. But speaking on baseball, the Dodgers are looking good. The Rays are looking surprisingly good. I did not expect them to be 34-15 and 5.5 games ahead of us for the division right now.
I always tell people, this is May. You know, then the dog days of summer kicking, right after the All-Star break, when the July heat and August heat kicking, that's where you separate men from the boys and champion from contenders.
I
don't think the Rays will be there. I think the Yankees and the Blue Jays probably run them down. But the Blue Jays, look, they tried to play themselves out. They're like 10.5 games out, right?
Yeah, they are. They're 25-27, which is so interesting because they just made the World Series last season.
So how much do they miss Bo Bichette? How much do they miss Bo Bichette?
That's what I've been wondering myself, but they signed the guy from Japan, the third baseman. I think is Murakami. I might be mistaken.
No, he went to the White Sox.
That's Munetaka then.
Oh, that's Munetaka. That's right. You're right.
Yeah, I knew it was one of them. Murakami's tearing it up with the White Sox, who are surprisingly over 500 still in May. I can't believe it.
I know. But this is when you see the Pittsburghs, the now Chicago's, other teams will play good baseball in April, May, and then in June, when the injuries kick in and the heat kick in and the experience kick in, you start to see them fade a little bit.
Well, the thing is, with that division you just mentioned, with the Pirates and the Cubs, and this is something that me and my pop, touched bases on and mentioned in earlier weeks and over the past month of the press box, that division right now is the division of death. The Brewers are 30-19. The Cardinals are 29-22. The Cubs are 29-23. The Reds are 27-25, and the Pirates are 26-26. That's the only division in which every team is above 500 right now in the MLB.
Yeah.
So they're all playing tough ball still. I think it'll still be really competitive. Not everybody's going to make the playoffs out of that division, but it's going to be very competitive, and they could all take wins away from each other and beat each other a few times.
Well, they should start playing each other right beginning next month. So they'll start
Yep.
taking wins from each other and and separating themselves.
And this,
I like the Cubs. I still like the Cubs. Or Milwaukee, I don't know, but I like the Cubs in that division, even though they gave up Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers.
Yeah, you're. I know you like that. Yeah, come on. Now.
Yeah, he's been great for the Dodgers. He's been great so far for the Dodgers.
The Padres are 31-20, half a game back from you guys.
And you know what's amazing about the Padres like that? They're the Machados and others have not been hitting the ball yet. Their second tier players have been carrying the team, which is to me is a little scary.
Yep, but that's what happens when you have a really good bench unit, when you have really good depth and a really good coaching system. So I don't expect it to be like something that lasts in playoffs where like they threaten y'all, because y'all are just the kings of the MLB right now. But
they got the best bullpen in baseball. We happened to get to Mason Miller a couple of nights ago. Rocked him a little bit. He had a throwing error, and we gave him his first loss in I think over a year.
Yeah, see, but that's what happens when you go up against a team like the Dodgers. A great pitcher going up against a great offense who prepares for you. That's what's bound to happen. But I think 100% my biggest surprise of 2026 baseball has to be the the Cityless Athletics are 26-26 and at 500 leading their division.
So they go to Las Vegas next year, right? Or they
I believe in 28.
Okay, that far down. All right.
They're building their new stadium. I think it'll be either domed or like retractable roof. Everything will be great about it. The Vegas will get another sports team to go along with the Raiders and the Vegas Golden Knights in the NHL. Yeah.
All they need is a basketball team and they'll be all right.
Yep, but right now they are holding firm at first. The Mariners surprisingly are 25-28, which is just completely shocking for a championship series team. The Rangers are 24-27, which I mean, I would expect them to be above 500, but I'm not completely surprised by it. The Rangers, since they won the World Series, haven't been all of that. The Astros are 22-31, which brings joy to my face because I've been waiting for the day for them to fall off. I can't stand them.
You think joy is to your face? Yeah, joy to my whole body.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for them to fall off. And then the Angels are 19-34.
I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care what anybody says. The Astros stole the 2018 World Series from the Dodgers. They cheated.
Or 2017. Yeah, no, that 100%. Yeah. And they robbed the Yankees of a chance to go against the Dodgers, which would have been way more fun and entertaining at the time with the teams you had constructed. Now, granted, I think the Dodgers would have won, objectively looking back at it 9 years on. But still. Yeah. And Altuve won an MVP off that season. Like, come on now. Let's come on.
It was ridiculous.
Looking at the National League East,
I'll be looking in the National League.
We got the Braves at 36-17. The Phillies are 26-26 at 500, who have battled back after being well under 500. I believe they were 9-19 at a point.
Yeah,
we've got the Nationals who are 26-27. We've got the Marlins who are 24-29. And who's this in last place at 22-30? Is that the New York Mets?
But you know, their testament that money is not the money that wins World Series. Because all the Dodgers get all the money. The Mets spend a ton of money too.
That's your first argument. That's the best argument you could use when people use that on you, because the Mets should be a good team right now with the money they spend, and they are 8 games below 500, and
13.5 out.
Yep, of the division lead, and they are going to, I think, keep free falling. Now, I've seen teams make crazy runs and pull off, impressive turnarounds. I still remember the 2019 Nationals. They were 19-31 and turned it all the way around into a World Series title.
Yeah.
But this team doesn't give me that same hungry, desperate vibe because everybody's paid and everybody's got their bread. So there's no desperation within the team, and they're just playing bad baseball.
And I blame management for that because, I mean, the Dodgers, everybody's paid. I mean, look at Shohei Ohtani, $70 million a year. And still playing great baseball. Yamamoto playing great ball. Betts, Freeman, all them playing the tons. Kyle Tucker, $20-some million a year.
No, you got a point. But with Shohei, first of all, a lot of it is backloaded, in fairness. And then, of course, that's the greatest player ever. So, of course, he's going to be motivated to come and play every day. Like that. Like Shohei, he's a different breed. But I see your point for sure, because it's the management that instills the culture in this locker room that accepts this.
Yeah.
And nobody's striving for greatness. That's why, you know, I see a lot of people want to get their money and get contracts and get all these things. You gotta earn it, and especially in the playoffs.
And they used to, and when you bring veteran players like Rojas in there, Teosco, players like that, who has great locker room presence, they're gonna keep the young players motivated
And can produce when their name is called upon too.
And I don't want to say this. I called Paja's name a few years ago and said this kid was going to be something in the major leagues. He is developing to be one of the best center fielders in baseball. Only in his third year.
I got to give Pajas his credit where it's due.
Yeah, he's coming along really well. And he only has more upside to go. So I'm excited about him.
The Dodgers.
What's going on in the National League West? What do you said? The Brewers, the Pirates. Have you talked about
the Central? That's the Central. Yeah. The West, I'm going to touch now.
Okay.
Where we have obviously the Dodgers are 32-20. The Padres are 31-20, second place in the division. The Diamondbacks are 27-24, 3 games above 500 and in third place.
They've been playing some good baseball too.
The Giants are 21-31, and then the Rockies are 20-33. It feels like the Rockies have been bad my entire life. I can't remember when last they made a playoffs. I really can't.
I can't either, you know.
Like the Rockies, I don't know what's going on over there. They're just doomed to be bad forever.
I don't think Denver is a good baseball city in terms of the altitude. It's a home run derby city. Pitchers don't want to go there. Good pitchers don't want to go there because they know no matter how well they pitch, they're going to get hit and the ball is going to fly. So maybe one day if they move, maybe they will move to Las Vegas and then you'll see a better team.
Las Vegas don't need 2 teams. They'll find a city, though, I feel. Maybe like in Utah or something like that. But, I mean, again, similar issues because of the altitude and the Rocky Mountains, thinner air. It'll be interesting to see if the Rockies ever get good, but I really don't see it happening for another 5-10 years. I don't.
No, it's tough. Like I say, it's tough. Pitchers do not want to go to Colorado because it messes with their record. It messes with, they get hit. So batters don't mind going there, but the pitchers just don't want to go. So that's going to always be the downfall.
They're not wanting to go there at all. American League Central, this is interesting to me. I just took note of this, and I have to pinpoint this. The Guardians are 31-23 at the top of the division. In second place, the Chicago White Sox at 26-25. Then you've got the Minnesota Twins, who are 25-27. So I think they're 1.5 games out from the White Sox for second in the division. They're third. The Kansas City Royals are 21-31 at fourth place in the division. Shockingly, the Detroit Tigers are 20-32 and in last place in the division.
I'll tell you their problem. The only starter that's playing as healthy as Scuba. They got 4 starters out, starting pitchers out.
Yeah,
they got a ton of injuries. That
derails the team right there. And it's rough to see. It's unfortunate, but even to be below the Royals and the Twins and the White Sox. I mean, the White Sox, I feel, are playing a bit above their pay grade right now and they're playing over their head.
They were picked to come last in that division, so they are playing above their pay grade.
So I can't believe, how that division is shaping out to be. But I believe, like you said, June and July, you'll see it shift around and change a little bit. And as the Tigers get healthier, but this is a bad start to be in the first 52 games. Don't be surprised
if you see Scuba, like you pronounce his name wrong anyway.
Scuba.
Don't be surprised if at the deadline he doesn't end up on the West Coast in LA.
Okay,
There's been a lot of chatter about that. Detroit is about to fold it up if they don't start to play better ball. They then decided arbitration with him and offered him $16 million. He was insulted by that. He ended up winning at 30-some million. So he doesn't want to be in Detroit. He wants to get out, but he wants a World Series ring. So don't be surprised if he ends up in LA.
If he ends up in LA, just concede the World Series one time because that would just be insane.
And LA's got about 4 players in the top 100 in baseball in the prospects. I think
y'all develop well. You all get great starters who are already in the majors and called up. Y'all are just. Like I said, y'all are him right now, but it'll come to an end soon, hopefully.
But I'm gonna ride it as long as I could. I'm gonna ride it as long as I could.
Definitely, you got to.
But they got 4 outfielders, 2 of them who could be in the majors right now, so there's no room for them. So the Dodgers got the best prospects.
That's crazy when there's no room for a team. That's really wild to think about.
Yeah.
And lastly, touching on the American League East, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays, who are at 34-15, leading the division. My New York Yankees are 30-22, 5.5 games back. In third place, we've got the Toronto Blue Jays, who are 25-27,
Shocking.
low 500 in third. Then we've got the Red Sox and the Orioles, both who share records of 22-29 at the bottom of the division.
I thought with the money the Red Sox spent in the offseason and the players they brought in, I thought I would have seen a better team.
As did I. I don't know what's going on, but they fired so many guys early. The chemistry's been off. Core is gone. I think the entire staff was gone and shaken up. They brought in new guys, and it's just interesting. And I really thought, like you said, they had a better team as well because of the money they spent. But that just proves again, money does not determine everything. That's exactly what that proves.
No, it was me, but are you back? You were
I'm
gone
back.
for a second there.
Oh,
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. I'm like I was saying, I'm surprised at the Boston team. I thought they would have been a lot better.
As did I. Yeah.
But maybe it's we'll see what happens as I don't really judge what happens too much in May until I see the All-Star break come around, and then that's when you start to see better baseball play.
And that's when you start to see teams progress and figure out who they are and their identity and all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
We've got some games on top today in the MLB. We've got the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at 12:15. Detroit heads into Baltimore to take on the Orioles at 12:35. At 1:35, Tampa Bay goes into the Bronx to face my Yankees. We've got the Twins playing the Red Sox in Boston. Cleveland Guardians will take on the Philadelphia Phillies in Philadelphia at 1:35. The St. Louis Cardinals have the Cincinnati Reds at 1:40. This is in Cincinnati. The New York Mets go down into the 305 to play the Marlins today at 1:40. At 2:10, this is for you, Pearly. At 2:10, the LA Dodgers go back into Milwaukee to face the Brewers to wrap up that series, I believe that is. And
yeah,
I don't
Yamamoto.
I don't know if they've already won or swept, but either way.
No, they're 1-1. They jumped on Wabisky Friday night for 4 runs in the place, and then the Dodgers never came back on them. So they're 1-1.
So this is the rubber match.
This is the rubber game, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Yamamoto against Spout.
Oh, that's going to be nice. Oh, that's going to be nice.
The problem with Yamamoto pitches great every time, but the Dodgers, for some reason, don't score runs when he's pitching.
I have no idea why, but
that
that showcases his value, though. I mean, to keep the team in it, even when his offense goes dead on him, and keep the team in it and give the offense life. That's why Yamamoto is the World Series MVP and one of the best pitchers in all the game.
Amen.
Seattle Mariners going to take on the Kansas City Royals at 2:10 in Kansas City. The Houston Astros will take on the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field.
Go Cubs.
The Chicago White Sox will take on the San Francisco Giants out there in the Bay. We've got the cityless Athletics going into San Diego to take on the Padres at 4:10. We've got the Washington Nationals taking on the league's best record team, the Atlanta Braves, at 4:10. Colorado goes into Arizona today to face the Diamondbacks. Then at 6:05, we've got the Detroit Tigers going in. Is that repeated twice? I guess they must have a game to make up at 12:35 because it says 6:05 p.m. today. Detroit will play the Orioles again. And then 7:20, Sunday Night Baseball, we've got the Texas Rangers going into Anaheim to face the Los Angeles Angels. Those are games on top for today. And that's baseball. And we're going to definitely keep an eye on the divisions and how the teams shake up. But like Burley says, keep an eye out for July, August, the All-Star break. That's when you start to see teams separate themselves and really figure out who they are.
Yeah, that's when teams start. They find out who the best chemistry is, who they got, who would be them 9, and they start playing better baseball together. And then the better teams start to emerge. And then by then, the Dodgers got 13 pitchers on IL.
Yeah, so they'll be back and healthy.
You'll have Blake Snell back.
You just got to hype up your Dodgers. He's talking about the whole league, and you got to, show your love to the Dodgers. But you're completely right.
Every day.
Pivoting now, we are going to talk NBA. These conference finals have been really great. Well, one series I think has been really great. The Knicks, I feel like, are just going to sweep the Cavaliers up.
Get the broom out.
Yesterday night, they took a commanding 3-0 series lead. They pulled away late. They won by a score, I believe it was 110-96 or something along those lines, but I'll get the official score.
Yeah, it was 121-108.
There we go, 121-108. And that's a 3-0 series lead. This Cavaliers team, first of all, the Detroit Pistons, Pearly, we had high hopes for them, me and you both, so I'm not even going to leave you alone on the island. Really thought they'd be a conference finals team along with Boston, so my final two in the East were completely jacked up. I have a take that, a lot of people might disagree with or think I'm crazy on, but I don't think it's crazy to say in my eyes that Detroit might be one of the most fraudulent one seeds since like the 07 Mavs, who had 67 wins. And this team, Boston was out. Boston was out. Obviously, you'll face the Knicks when you see them, but Cleveland, to let Cleveland come into Detroit in Game 7, to let Cleveland win 3 straight games, and the last 2 that they win to win the series, they win in Detroit. Come on.
Let me tell you something. No, I hear what you're saying, but let me tell you something. You know why I picked the Knicks? I picked the Knicks to play the Thunder in the championship, and I picked the Knicks to win it all this year.
No, you did to win it all. Whoa!
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
Okay, I gotta hear this out.
They came into the gate and knocked on the gate a couple of times and didn't get in.
Oh, you're right. In terms of the Eastern Conference, you've been right. That takes right. Yeah.
They knock on the gate and they got in. They got to the front door. They knock on the front door. They couldn't get in. They're now in the front door.
They are.
They've progressed over the years and shown what it is to have that, to be battle tested in the playoffs. And I think they're the most prepared team right now. And even though I don't like their coach, I think he's overrated.
Mike Brown, really?
Yeah, I think Mike Brown is overrated.
Well, he's about to take them somewhere Thibodeau couldn't take them. I mean, granted, they didn't have to face an Indiana team or Boston or Detroit, which is fair.
No, Brunson is taking them to where they need to go.
He's been incredible this playoffs.
He's been there. He's played great basket, and the Knicks have played great basketball during the playoffs. They just couldn't get over the hump, and I think this is the year they get over the hump.
Well, I mean, they're 10-0 in their last playoff games.
Yeah,
so
and they're gonna sweep Cleveland. If Cleveland wins, it'll be this one game, and that'll be it. And I did say 5-1, but I just now feel that the Knicks are a far better team. I think that Cleveland snuck past Detroit. I think Detroit should have been playing the Knicks right now.
They should have 100%. I don't like, and Cleveland can't defend either.
No, so they can't. So that, and guess what? I want them to lose because that'll make them think that they need LeBron, and they'll get LeBron out of LA and get to Cleveland to try to get that one last year run to be disappointed again.
That's the storyline that's setting up, because if he goes out with 5 and the dream in their heads, then LeBron's last year, it just it's crazy to me. Thunder will rule out AJ Mitchell for Game 4 with a calf strain. This is after Oklahoma City took a 2-1 lead and won in San Antonio 123-108. That was a crazy game because San Antonio started on a 15-0 run, and then the Thunder just dug in. And this is why you can't, hang your head on early leads in the game. You've got to play a full 4-quarter game. So I think
the Thunder in the Spurs' head right now. I think they've gotten into the head.
You think so? Well, we'll see based upon the game tonight, because that is still a young Spurs team going up against the defending champions. So we'll have to see with Game 4 how they respond to being down in a series. Yeah. That's what I want to see from San Antonio, because this is not a position they've been in so far. Maybe did Minnesota take a 2-1 lead? I'm not sure. But that's Minnesota. But against these defending champions, this is new uncharted territory. Mitchell has started 7 of the Thunder's 11 playoff games. He's replaced Jalen Williams in the games that J-Dub missed. Williams is listed as questionable with soreness in his left hamstring. He missed Game 3 in the San Antonio Spurs. So with Mitchell and Williams potentially out, this is going to be a tough game for the Thunder. Again, they can still very well win. I'm not saying that they could still very, very well win this game.
If they win this game with those injuries, they're going to win the series. That means they're really in the Spurs' head. And while the Spurs, in my opinion, is probably the most talented team, but experience when it comes to playoff time, the pressure of playoffs,
I agree.
The experience is what really.
I'm not counting the Spurs out yet. They've been my pick for the championship for most of the year, to get there at least. And I have to ride with them. My mom, shout out to MJ. She's a lifelong Spur. So I have to show my love to the Spurs and root for them in this game. And speaking of the Spurs, the head coach, Mitch Johnson, he says that De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper are going to both play tonight in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. They were game-time decisions ahead of the Game 3 loss. And Fox, he tweaked that ankle in the game, but still ended up finishing the game, trying to finish it out and get that win for the Spurs, which they couldn't get. Harper has a right adductor injury. He left briefly in the second half and then tweaked his ankle, but he will be back in to play Game 4 tonight. Wembanyama on Spurs game 3 loss. He has to be a better team player. See, this is what I like out of Wemby. He takes the accountability that he needs to take, and he knows that, sometimes he gets his numbers, but he has to play within the flow of the game a little bit better. And he said he has to be a better team player.
Yeah, he did say he didn't make his teammates around him better. So yeah.
He needs to be more of a team player, facilitate better, rebound better, push their defense a little bit further, and see how much they need to help with my teammates and then feed them. And I agree with that because he had only 4 rebounds in game 3, which was just awful. 4 rebounds. And speaking of Wemby, he is the lone unanimous all-defensive first-team pick. This comes after being the first ever unanimous defensive player of the year in NBA history. He is well on his way already because he's going to win so many more of these defensive player of the year awards. And he's just a freak in nature. So
to be 7'7", to be 8 foot tall.
He's 8 feet.
He's dribble and shoot.
8 feet. Exactly.
And can pass, can dribble, can shoot. Man,
there's everything in his skill set. Everything in his skill set. And I can't believe it. On the first team with Wemby, we had OKC forward Chet Holmgren. They have their beef. We had Detroit Pistons guard Asar Thompson, Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert, and interestingly enough, Boston Celtics guard Derek White. The second team, we had Knicks forward OG Anunoby, the Thunder guard Cason Wallace, and I can see that. Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo, of course. We had the Atlanta Hawks guard Dyson Daniels and Toronto Raptors forward Scotty Barnes. Now, I know a couple of Raptors fans personally who were incensed and livid that Derek White made the team over Scotty Barnes for that squad. So I believe that all defensive is still a position-based voting system for those two teams, the all defensive teams, whereas they changed the all NBA teams to be positionless nowadays.
So help me understand something.
Yep.
What in God's name is the Social Justice Champion Award?
No idea, but I know Bam Adebayo is the winner. I think it's akin to the like in the NFL we have the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I think that's what that is.
Okay.
So Adebayo will receive the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Trophy, and the NBA will make a $100,000 charitable donation on his behalf. The award, the NBA said, honors a current NBA player for pursuing social justice, for advancing Abdul-Jabbar's life mission to engage, empower, and drive equality for individuals and groups who have been historically disadvantaged. So good on Bam Adebayo. Good on Bam Adebayo for stepping up in his community, stepping up whenever he can, and he's won the Social Justice Award.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like what Kareem was and how Kareem his civic duties his civic activities, then that means he's a well-deserved award. Yep. And I've heard good things about it. He dates a WNBA player, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's with Asia, bro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So a next generation of hoop stars is about to be created in a few short years, because you have arguably who's pushing for the greatest WNBA player ever, and you have the man who broke Kobe Bryant's scoring record with 83 points. I mean, that's about to be crazy.
Yeah, let's not talk about that, all right? Let's not talk about that.
All right, we have a clip lined up. To play right now. This is the Spurs breakdown. Inside the NBA, the Spurs, breaking the Thunder down. Mr. Producer, let's get to that clip, please, and let's hear what Chuck and Shaq have to say.
This Western Conference series, they scored 76 points off the bench in Game 3 to lead the series 2-1. But here's Shaq and Chuck saying that the Spurs' game plan is terrible and Shaq wanting more from Wemby.
Look, the expected thing to me, Draymond, with OKC is forcing the turnovers and the points off turnovers. You expect them to do that. This bench contribution has been otherworldly.
It's unbelievable, but it just shows you really how deep this team is. They've built this from the ground up. So all those guys on that bench, they all can play. And you have J-Dub out. So all of those guys, when they're coming in, Jared McCain last night, I think, shot 23 shots or 21 shots. All those guys that are coming in, they have more of a green light to just go because J-Dub's not out there. A.J. Mitchell got hurt last night. He left the game. So all those guys have an opportunity to just go. But also, if you look at that, maybe not Jalen Williams, but 3 of those 4 guys could be starters on other teams in the NBA.
Yep. Alex Caruso, by the way, is 14 for 23 from deep.
But 2 things. The Spurs' game plan is trash.
Terrible.
Because them guys getting wide open shots, like, 'cause they're taking the ball out of SGA's hand. Like, they're just getting jump shot practices. So their game plan is helping him. They're doubling Shea so far away. These guys just sitting over there like they're in the gym by themselves. And the second thing is, I think we need to all pray for Wemby.
Why?
Because he can't play too many minutes. They're going to kill him out there.
You're joking.
Man, I am damn sure joking. Because you guys, these people, man, they pissing me off. I'm watching the whole games. They ain't playing dirty.
No.
And, like, these are some of the softest fouls I ever seen in my life. You got these clowns on TV talking about, oh, they're going to hurt poor Wemby. I was like, hurt him? Are you kidding, man? It drives me crazy watching these shows.
And to Chuck's point, when you played against a great championship team with great others, you can't let the others get involved. That's how they win games. You focus on SGA, like, oh my God, it's SGA, 2-time MVP. And like Chuck said, they're wide open shots. And I'm going to need Wemby to do more. Game 1, he had 41-24, they won. Game 2, 21-26. It's not enough. And I can say that as Lord Supreme of all big men. I remember getting swept, averaging 34, 35, and my father, rest in peace, him, it ain't enough. You have to do more. So he has to do more. I heard him yesterday say he's not making his teammates better. It's because he's not dominating the game. When Alex Caruso is on you, I don't want to see a turnaround. I do not want to see a turnaround. He has to be aggressive, super aggressive, so they could, panic with him.
Let's just pray that he doesn't get hurt. No, but, I mean, they so physical with him.
You have a term called others. I'm going to elevate it a little bit. I'm going to call them special others.
Yes.
Because they have 11 guys on their team, I will believe, that if they got 20 points, no one would be surprised. If you say Isaiah Joe gets 20 points, okay, he's done.
But the Spurs are helping with that bad game plan.
But I'm not saying that
anybody can make wide open shots.
No, but I'm saying that these guys have done it when SGA has gone out, and they still had it rolling. You had multiple guys when they had to take multiple shots, from Caruso to Wiggins to Wallace. They were like, okay, we'll take this responsibility. McCain, these guys are not unaccustomed to getting 20 points either. So they're helping them, but these guys are special others. They're not just, like you said, 3 or 4 of them can start on most teams.
Huge game 4.
You need rice and that white sauce, fool. You got to get that white sauce and that yellow rice, man.
You got to get that white sauce.
Bad boy, tell me something.
Yep.
What Shaq call himself? Supreme what?
I couldn't even hear it, to be honest. Gustin,
he called himself the supreme leader of all big men or something like that.
Shaq is always crowning himself with these titles and these outlandish names inside the NBA. Part of what,
but he was right though. He was saying that Wemby needs to do more. Wemby needs to do more. He needs to do a lot more.
And I agree because he's getting his 26 points. He's shooting well, and he's getting his blocks, but it's having no impact on slowing this Thunder team down.
That's the Western Conference Finals.
Not only that, like Chuck so pertinently stated, when you double Shea that high when he crosses the half-court line, dudes are waiting. And this Thunder team, a part of what makes them so great, especially on defense, is they're so well-conditioned as a team. Yeah. These dudes are moving around, they're cutting, they're flying. They have very good off-ball movement by the players, which is what you see in all great championship teams.
Yes.
These guys, when Shea gets doubled, he doesn't even panic because he still makes the right read. He's going to find a gap to exploit in the double team to get a pass or get around you. And then he'll find somebody who's open and they drain a shot or they could drive and score. And like a guy like Jared McCain with, I think, 22 or 24 points in the other game. Alex Caruso, who had 31, even though game 1 it was a loss. They're going to have to figure out a different way to attack Shea defensively because the high double teams across the half court, the traps, those aren't working. I think that's what you have to do. And like you said, Wemby, you need to see him get his teammates more involved. Start attacking the rim, draw some double teams in the paint, open up the perimeter for open shooters. You've got Vassell, you've got Harper, you've got Fox, you've got Castle. Castle, I think, also needs to be better too. I think that's really a part of it. Castle hasn't been great the last 2 games.
I'm telling you, playoff pressure is playing on these guys. For Wemby, he needs to put up 30 points a game. He needs to do this. The Western Conference Final.
I think even at one point 35,
you got to put the team on your back and carry them. You have to.
I agree. He has to get back to close to that form he had in game 1. I mean, obviously, you'll never be able to really replicate. I mean, Wemby could. 41 points, 24 rebounds, I think 4 blocks, which was incredible. But you have to step up for your guys. You have to play through the physicality in the paint. Don't look to get to the turnaround as much. Don't look to get to the floater. Get in the paint, bump them, back them, dunk the ball, put the ball off the glass, start dominating the game, like you said. And I think the Thunder, all they got to do is just keep doing what they're doing. That's all they got to do is keep doing what they're doing.
Caruso is sending a message to the Lakers.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you saw the movie. I don't know if you saw the movie Pretty Woman. When she ran into the
I'll have to watch it. That's with Julia Roberts, right, from the 90s? I'll watch it one day, yeah.
She went to shop, but they threw her out, and then the rich guy took her in there, and she went to the girls and said, "You remember me? Big mistake. Big mistake." That's what Caruso stayed to the Lakers.
And guess what? That Lakers regime of letting good, talented players go to switch up the roster every year or two, that's coming to an end. We're going to have a consistent roster. We're going to be built well. You'll see. In due time, everything will change how it needs to change. But, yeah, I 100% agree with both Chuck and Shock. Game 4 tonight will be very interesting because if you let San Antonio win that game, call it over in 5 for me personally. Much as I hate to say it. Yeah, because there's no momentum. Maybe they could take a game back from the wall.
You mean if Oklahoma wins tonight?
Yeah. Not that it's tied 2-2. Yeah, if OKC wins and goes up 3-1, I think they wrap it. Because all the momentum is on their side. I do disagree with one thing. I think Chuck and Shaq need to acknowledge that they're not saying it's dirty, but I mean, come on. I've seen Hartenstein pull Castle's dreadlocks, try to dislocate Wemby's elbow. I've seen the dirt from both players on both sides, but mostly the Thunder. And the thing is, I think the Thunder are getting a more generous whistle than the San Antonio Spurs right now.
They're the defending champs.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, this is like with the Chiefs. Do you want to see the Chiefs get that whistle every single time?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. No. I hate seeing.
I'm not approving of it. I'm just saying that's why that part they got the MVP, two-time MVP champ. They got the defending world champs. Right now Shea is the face of the league, isn't he?
I would agree with that. I agree. Shea is the face of the league, and I think.
Go ahead.
I think that that the team is going to get those whistles and going to get those type of calls, but at some point you have to have parity and fairness within the league to be able to say, "Come on, they don't need to get this call every time."
Well, I see the San Antonio Spurs were paying Shane calling and shouting out flopper or something like that every time he touched the ball. So and it's been talked about in the league, but I don't know. I've been watching basketball for plenty years, and I've seen some more physical play. I've seen some physical play out of this world. So this, to me, I have to agree with Chuck. It's not that physical. It may be some pulling of the arm and all that, but that's part that ain't just start. Whether is it right? No. Is it fair? No. If they get away with it, can I complain? No.
I know your point. No. I do.
But the more you have conversation about it, I think more and more the referees will be more aware of it. So
we have to have a conversation about it so the rest would know.
Yeah. So maybe the referees will just look for that a little more. So we'll see. Today will be key how they call the game. If they call it differently, how they've been calling the last 3 games, then we know where they're trying to get to.
Yeah, we do. They want ratings. They want to push the series.
They don't want this. They don't want this thing over in 5 games.
No,
and a lot of people think this Spurs team is a good story.
The 2 best record teams in the league as well. I think the 2 best teams in the league. You're going to want to push this to at least 6 games.
But I see a Knicks Thunder championship, and I see a Knicks bringing the championship back home to New York for over.
I'm still going to hold on to Knicks Spurs because Spurs ain't done yet. Cleveland,
even if it's Knicks Spurs, it'll still be the Knicks.
You think so?
I think didn't the Knicks beat them 3 out of 4 this year or something like that?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do have a good run against the Spurs, and they do know how to match up well. Like how the Spurs know how to match up with the Thunder well in the regular season.
No, and it's all about matchup. It hasn't. I've watched some of the games. It hasn't grabbed me. It hasn't excited me so much. So I'll probably watch tonight because my daughter's playing 2 o'clock. So that game will be over by the time.
Watch tonight. I think Game 4, you're going to see San Antonio even it up. I think Game 4 is going to be a solid game. I mean, I can't call it, but they need to have that mentality of back against the wall right now.
They need to even it up because you're not going to go back to Oklahoma and win the game if you're down 3-1.
Absolutely not. That's not happening.
That you might as well kiss it goodbye and say, see you later, alligator.
Right. Time to get into the break. No, I'm good. Time to get into the break. We'll wrap, and then 12 o'clock we will be touching all things NFL. So hope you're ready to talk about your Dolphins, Pearly. I hope you're ready to talk about the NFL league-wide. I'll get into my Ravens. Try to do a little bit of Cowboys report for my Pops, but you've got it locked and loaded with the press box, everybody.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bumped into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
So what you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence, and we don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business, then Jack come after me, and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call a text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll-free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and we could text them, and the messages get all mixed up before it leave your phone, so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them mother jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The first box here on Sunday. Stat Boy in the house with Pearly, holding on for Naughty tonight. Also give apologies for Mega. He'll be back with us next week. So just before we get into before we get into NFL start, boy, have you been watching the Stanley Cup playoffs?
A little bit of it. I'm rooting for the Habs to get it done. The Montreal Canadiens. That's what I'm rooting for to get it done. So yeah, I know the Golden Knights play the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, the Avalanche, the Knights up 2-0. Then they're at home. They went to Colorado and took two from Colorado.
They might send Colorado home then for sure. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Canadiens to get it done this year. Montreal.
And then the Hurricanes tied it up 3-2 last night in overtime. That was a good game. The Canadiens came into Carolina, took the game 1.
So yeah, they took the first 2 games, right?
No, that's game 1, and then the Hurricanes tied it up last night.
1-1, and they won 3-2 in overtime. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So over in NHL, the Golden Knights took the first 2 in Colorado.
Yeah. And now they're gonna go home to Vegas to possibly wrap that up.
And they're hard to beat, but they're hard to beat in Vegas. So we'll see what goes down. I mean, it's been. I didn't watch a whole game. I watched like a period there. It was kind of fun to watch.
Definitely. Playoff hockey is like one of the better sports you'll catch. Just people don't really talk about it a lot in the Bahamas because we don't have it here and we don't really promote it here. But playoff hockey is great. One more time, we got to shout out the sponsors. A big thank you to the Island Game, Harborside Marine, KFC Nassau, Green Pirate, and Margaritaville PI. You've got the Island Game, where you go to play to win. That's the number one book you should be playing with. Harborside Marine, all your fishing gear, your rods, your irons, your boats, everything you need, your hulls. They got it locked and loaded for you. KFC Nassau, that's self-explanatory. Come on, that's the best chicken on the island. We got Green Pirate, that's a great sports bar. And
I had lobster yesterday.
What you have?
I had the half slab of barbecue ribs.
Okay.
With a baked potato. I love the spinach dip, so I had the spinach dip as well.
You just like my parents. Yeah, they love their spinach dip as well. That's one of their go-tos every time they go there.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. It was a good meal. I had a good time.
Yep. And
I try to go every once in a while.
Yeah, got to. Yeah, for sure. And lastly, but not least, Margaritaville PI. Great spot to go catch the games. Great food. Great beverages. Great outdoor setting. The TVs, everything about it. The ambiance is great. So a big thank you and shout out to all of our sponsors. Now let's get into the NFL. We've got a clip lined up.
Okay.
It's Rich Eisen top 5, the burning questions, the biggest burning questions before the season starts. There are always narratives in the NFL this year, but I feel like this offseason's got a lot more narratives than we think about. And, it'd be interesting to see them, interesting to get into them. So, Mr. Producer, please, you got that clip lined up.
Before we get to the clip, I just want to remind people, if you want to call in, 323-6232, 323-623, 325-4259, 325-4259, or 325-4316. You can text us on the text line powered by BTC, 422-4796, 422-4796. So if you want to touch us, that's how you go.
That's how you contact us, Mr. Producer. Let's get into the clip, the Rich Eisen top 5.
A top 5 for you. Okay. Top 5 NFL questions still burning. Odd that I would ask these when I just had a guy who would give us answers. But the whole point is just to ask the questions.
Yeah.
We don't because the answers are still burning.
Let them ruminate.
All right. Presented by Hyundai.
Here. High 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
All right, my top 5 NFL questions still burning, presented by Hyundai. Here we are on the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, and I'm still wondering, number 5, why is Brandon Ayuk still a 49er?
Right?
And will he be a Commander by the summer? What's going on? I mean, we're just holding cards, just waiting. This could be a June 1 thing, too.
Maybe.
I don't know. But why is he still a 49er? What's going on? He doesn't want to play there. They don't want him.
Odd.
And obviously, him being a Commander makes things a little bit more interesting. That's number 5. Number 4, which quarterback will be ready for training camp? Mahomes, Michael Penix, Daniel Jones, just to name 3. See, we got some photos up there just to support. That's called production value.
Headshots. Indeed, it is.
Which quarterback's going to be ready for training camp? Don't know. We're going to go through the OTAs and the mini camps. It'll be like, they did a little bit of this, did a little bit of that. Let's see it. Mahomes will be like, I'm working on it. Daniel Jones will just be, what? Because he doesn't answer questions. Number 3, here we go. And this is going to be a question as well, certainly with Atlanta, if Penix is ready or not. Do we have a quarterback competition here or no? Or nah? Quarterback competition or nah? Minnesota.
Oh.
That a quarterback competition? Or is it really, it's Thank you for your participation last year, 9.
Right.
We got Kyler Murray at $1.3 million. Thank you for your rehab, Michael Penix. Beautiful wedding you had.
Yeah,
but 2 is here for $1.3 million. Sure. And then Cleveland.
This is for you.
I think it's Deshaun Watson's gig, but you heard Todd Monken yesterday talk about how Shedeur has come miles.
Miles.
Speaking of miles, number 2 on the list.
Miles.
Number 2 on the list.
Miles?
We'll play the soundbite if you take the music down for a moment here, Jay. So Todd Monken is doing his press conference in Cleveland and gets asked this question if he's had a face-to-face meeting with Myles Garrett yet.
The record, have you had any face-to-face with Garrett yet?
Miles?
Yeah.
No.
So, okay. First of all, Myles? Like, what, like,
Miles?
What are we talking about? Like
playoffs?
Brad Garrett? All of a sudden we're talking about, Raymond? You know what I mean? Remember Leif Garrett?
Leif Garrett. He was big in this.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Garrett?
That?
Jason Garrett? Garrett Morris? What are they getting? And then he says, Miles? No.
Radio
like, sort
can't
of like, why
appreciate
would you
that.
even ask me that? You know the answer. I haven't spoken. I'm like,
we need Colin Hanks back. What type of stepfather is Todd Monken?
I don't.
You passed the clicker?
Number 2
Seen the kids
of the NFL burning question still remaining is, what is up with Myles Garrett in Cleveland? Okay, we pushed a payment to him deep into the summer. Like
restructure.
Oh, so there's nothing to see here. But he still hasn't met with the new head coach yet.
He's been the head coach for like 4 months.
Who?
What? Todd?
Todd? What? Bridges?
Todd.
What are the Todd?
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
McShay? Huh?
What Todd? Todd? Richard?
Richard. What? Miles?
Number 1, the most burning NFL question remaining in the NFL is a simple one. Is A.J. Brown going to be a Patriot in the next few days or what? Like, okay.
Hey, Brockman has to.
Today's Edelman's birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Jewel.
You know what I mean?
11.
Jewel, give him the blessing.
Jules.
Wear 11. Let's go.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a tall order.
Go number 1.
I don't know. Why not?
What about 2?
Okay. That's the number 1 burning question that's remaining. That one could be answered the soonest out of all. Okay, one more.
Oh, jumped the gun a little bit.
This may not be burning. There may be no. You go there and you're like, do you smell anything burning? I don't.
TJ's candle.
Nope.
It does smell good.
Is anything burning in Vegas with Max Crosby? I'm going to keep banging this drum until we see week 1 hit and Max Crosby's out there for the Vegas Raiders. That's it. Okay? The Vegas Raiders, week 1, home for Miami. Are we seeing Max Crosby trying to track down Malik Willis in his Raiders uniform or not? Or are we going to just hear like, you know what? He's still a little pissed. He's still not happy. That happened. He's just happy to have been back. It's June. He's healthy. He hasn't spoken yet into no
podcast
outside of his podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out.
Great clip right there. A lot of great, interesting points. Pearly, we have a caller on the line, so let's get to the caller. This is the press box.
Yeah, Stocking, boys. What's going on?
What's going on, Muff? How's everything going?
Man, everything bless up. Boys, where
Yeah,
you going
Pearly?
for Lil Riley?
I believe he's on mute or his bad connection.
I have to do the mute thing for a second. That's that kind of
Yeah. You good? I do as well.
Yeah,
All
all right.
What's up, man?
Everything good. Well, you see, say, we got the Raiders week 1. I know if it could be Cousins or Menendez. But, Pearly, we got Atlanta in week 3. You got Atlanta, Tua. We got Tua in week 3. That's what I need. That's what I
Yeah.
That's the game I order for.
You know, it'd be hurtful if they beat us.
Boy, you guess it, but pretty woman guess now. And Caruso, you guess you the example guess now. But
Let me ask you a question, Ask you a question now. What do you expect of your Miami Dolphins? Well, how far you expect Miami to go this year? Let's be honest now.
Well, I know they should win over 7-8 games.
You really believe that?
Yeah, I really believe that.
I tell you, if Miami wins 5 games, we did super.
Okay,
Not
you
did
go
well.
5.
We did super.
I say, but 7.
Miami's gonna have a top 3 pick this year. A top 3 pick. What?
Right.
It's not to be disparaging against the Dolphins. I think that I like with the general manager, the coach, they gutted the team. There's no use staying in that 7, 8, 9, 10 range every year.
That's right.
There's no chance of growing. So he got the team and build the team from scratch.
Right.
You got a possible franchise quarterback. You definitely got a franchise running back.
Right.
You picked up. You got a great linebacking core.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, you got a great linebacking core. While you may have a weak cornerbacks, that you get young cornerbacks untested. You've got on the way build of a better, not a great, but a better offensive line.
Right.
So I'm suspect on the wide receivers. We have to wait to see what we get. I think Malik Washington will not be a Dolphin after spring season, spring training. But I think that the Dolphins will be a competitive team. They're not going to get killed 55-10 or 30-3. I think they're going to be in the game.
He needed a quarterback because when Willis, I see him play that one game with Green Bay, and I see him in a couple other games and things. He have a good arm. I want him with that game. He pitched the pitch with the Marlins game and things. Well, that's him. He have a good arm. Then he go down the field, right? But he could run. He's a running. He has a pocket quarterback. He's a good size. He's bigger. You can't just take him down or no little easy, bump him and sack him. So I guess we're waiting to see the first 3 games to see how he looks.
Yeah, and he's gonna show promise. He's got a great arm. He's a runner. So you got Achane and him in the backfield. Anybody can run at any time. That's gonna be a little scary. That's gonna be scary. And let me tell you, Dulcich, I think that's his name, the tight end we got. Watch him. He's gonna be he's a rising star. He's gonna be Miami Dolphins' secret weapon this year. He's a rising star. He didn't get much playing time till the last 6 games. I think week 10 or week 11. But he played some great football. Only 35 targets, 23 missed catches out of 35 targets, which is good. But I think you're going to see a lot more out of him this year, and I'm looking to see some great things out of Dutch.
We have a better coach. We have a better coach this year. Jeff, I think Jeff will do a way better job than McDaniels.
Well, if he brings that Green Bay winning attitude, that Green Bay
that's
type,
what I'm talking about too. Right. So I can't wait to see what was out the first 3 games, like I say. But touching on basketball a little bit, like I said, I believe the Spurs could tie that up. They could tie it up 2-2. Will Cleveland finish? I think they're getting sweep. And Bridges, Hart, and Cat. Even Cat ain't getting them dumb files and looking a little better with New York this year. That's why I believe they're going further this year. All them fellas right there step up their game. Well, Brunson never had a crazy game. But them other 3 others, like Shaq them say, they carrying on crazy this year. And like I agree with you. I believe if New York make it to the finals, they might get carried the whole thing.
I think they will. Let's wait and see.
I agree with you. They ain't been there from 99. They must win one from 71 or so, or 70-something. So, but against OKC or the Spurs, how can them getting on and Bridges them getting on? I believe they could carry the whole thing.
Yeah, they can.
All right, let me let someone else get in. I continue with listening, man. Great show. Great show. And welcome back again, Billy.
Thanks. It'll be good to be back. So just to touch on the Dolphins with that team, I don't think they're going to go too far in terms of play if they're going to be competitive.
I agree.
But I tell you, the team I'm anxious to see. I mean, because he sells me this team every year. Builds up my hopes to think they can. I want to see what Dallas can do this year. What do you think?
I just was about to think the same thing. Shout out to my pop. All my love and blessings. Under the weather, keep recovering.
Amen.
He loves obviously Dallas. You can't talk to him about Dallas. All he's been repeating. Past couple of days, I'd go into the room randomly, and all I hear is him just repeating Caleb Downs. Wow, but Caleb Downs, great Ohio State safety for us, great defensive back, and a great pickup for Dallas. But it's getting to be about that time where, Dallas fans, especially in Texas, come with those 3 words that, I'm just tired of hearing. It's our year. And I listen, I'm not trying to hear that too much this year because that was, 6-11 last year? So we've got to see where they go. We've got to see what they do. And
but one of the things is, I always say, and I've heard a lot of this talk more, that Dak Prescott is a super regular season player.
Yep.
But when it comes to playoffs, he's 2-5 or something like that.
I believe so. 3-5 or 3-6, one of those 2.
Yes, and so has not been able to get it together for the playoffs. So hopefully he can do it this year. Downs is a great pickup. He didn't have to do much to get him. It was a great pickup for Dallas. I saw an article. They questioning Pickens, and Pickens says he loves being a Dallas Cowboy.
I mean, my dad's been telling everybody this, though. Pickens will be a Dallas Cowboy because that offense is perfect for him, and he plays alongside CD, and they're going to be a rock and roll tandem. But to Cowboys fans here and abroad, let's just slow the bumps a little bit, pump the brakes a little bit. Mr. Producer, you got the clip lined up. Let's get to the clip.
Lost game that I think will enjoy you sitting here, and it's being played by the People's Mailman from Texas. Is just called in. Let's put line
The
6.
People's Mailman?
The People's Mailman is what he told Adam, our call screener. Put me down as the People's Mailman. Are you there, People's Mailman?
Yeah, I'm here, Rich. Good to hear you back.
Right, back at you, the People's Mailman. You would like to play the win-loss game for?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Here we
American
go.
team.
I don't know why we keep letting these people pick the Cowboys.
Why?
Because I should be.
You won't do it?
Not now.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Give me the music,
when
sir.
I want to do it.
The People's Mailman from Texas. Are you in the middle of your mail route at present?
Almost done for the day.
Okay.
Somebody's waiting on the check right now. We got the People's Mailman.
This man, like Shams can brunch and report. He can deliver and deliver.
Rain, sleet, or snow, baby.
All right, here we go. People's Mailman, while he's working, is playing the win-loss game. What happens on the opening Sunday night against the Giants?
Oh, that's a win.
All right, Washington Commanders at the Cowboys, week 2.
Win.
Yep.
2-0, Ravens at the Cowboys, but it's in Brazil. It's in Rio.
Me encanta Brazil.
Win.
3-0, Cowboys at Texans.
Oh, that's a definite win.
Oh, 4-0, Buccaneers at the Cowboys on a Thursday night. What's next? 4-0.
Win.
5-0, People's Mailman, Cowboys at the Packers.
That's win.
6-0.
What are we doing?
Monday night at Philadelphia.
This is what you should be doing.
I should not be doing this.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
7-0.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Cardinals at the Cowboys.
Do it.
Oh, that's a win.
8-0 at the Colts.
Oh. Yep.
Win.
Take that, Daniel Jones. 9-0.
Somehow this is going to come back.
Niners at the Cowboys.
Come on.
Lost.
Oh!
I needed you to beat them.
He gets it.
9-1. Titans at the Cowboys.
Win.
We're back.
We're back.
10-1. Thanksgiving. Eagles are in the house.
We're having an eagle for Thanksgiving.
11-1. Take that, turducken, and an eagle. That sounds disgusting.
I'll raise you. Terrible.
Cowboys at the Seahawks on a Monday night.
Lost.
Oh.
11-2.
Okay.
At the Rams.
Whose house?
Well, Del Tufo.
Yeah, me and TJ will be there.
Oh.
Loss.
Come on now. Come on now.
Jaguars at the Cowboys.
Come on, you got that.
Win.
You got that.
Giants at the Cowboys.
Win.
That's a 14-3 People's Mailman. Ladies and gentlemen.
Washington, not
See it?
Thank you, sir. There goes the People's Mailman in Texas.
Okay.
See, what's going to happen is now Smith is going to put this on YouTube, right?
And
then all of these comments are going to be how delusional and stupid Cowboys fans are.
It's marvelous.
14-3. Does that win the East?
That went to Super Bowl.
Yeah, Darren in Atlanta, he was the first one we took the other day. He said 14-3 as well.
Yeah.
All right.
For the Cowboys.
It seems like they'll do very well if they don't play the really good teams.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that.
14-3. Really? Really? Come on. Cowboys fans all got to be better than that. I mean, Pearly, chime in. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, 14 wins and 3 losses.
You know, the bet. 14-3 I find very far-fetched. You know, some of them teams he think he's going to beat. I think he's going to be for a rude awakening.
Oh, 100%.
I say 10-6. 10-7. I mean, maybe 11-6 best.
We have a text coming in from the man himself. From my
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
He texts and he says, "The mailman is crazy. I say 12-5 again." So
Okay,
I think that's way more fair, especially compared to 14-3. Even though it's a 2-game difference, I mean, way more rational and thought out than 14 wins and 3 losses. Like,
why don't we do this for Naughty? Why don't we do this and let you and I take a look?
Yep.
All right. Who are we looking for? Dallas? Can we pull up their schedule?
I got it.
All right.
I got it right now. Give me a moment to get that. All right, we have it. So week 1, we've got the Cowboys versus the Giants.
All right, we'll give the Cowboys week 1 win.
This is in Dallas. Then week 2, we've got the Cowboys on the road against the Commanders.
No,
sorry. Week 1, the Cowboys are in New York, and then it's Washington in Dallas.
I don't know. If Washington is healthy and that's the team that we saw in 24, I'll take Washington.
Fair enough. All right, week 3, Ravens versus Cowboys is obvious.
Lamar Jackson, I like the Ravens.
This is too obvious right there. Week 4, we've got the Texans and the Cowboys in Houston.
The Texans have been a playoff team, but I think they're playing in Houston.
Yeah, they are in Houston. Don't forget about that
Dallas,
defense now.
Yeah, they got it. I think Dallas got a little more offense, so I'll take Dallas.
That's fair. Week 5, we've got Tampa Bay coming into Dallas.
Dallas.
Week 6, we've got Dallas going into Green Bay.
Oh boy, I like Green Bay at home.
Okay. Then we have Cowboys, Eagles, and Philly.
Home team holds serve.
Fair enough. We have the Cardinals versus the Cowboys after that.
Cowboys.
Then we got the Cowboys going into Indianapolis.
Cowboys.
Then we've got San Francisco versus the Cowboys.
Boy, you know what? I hate the 49ers more than I hate the Cowboys.
Oh, you're gonna pick the 49ers off the hate? Come on, man.
Off the hate.
Then we have the Tennessee Titans. Listen, I can't even call it because we have to see how those teams put together. But the Niners have had the Cowboys number in the past few years, so I have to see a reason to pick Dallas, and I don't.
Yeah, but I think Naughty's got me sold. You know, I think he got me brainwashed on that one.
It's purely riding off the hate. You think you hate the 49ers, he hates them worse.
I know. He doesn't even call them the 49ers.
Yep, exactly. The fraudy Niners. Now, then we've got Tennessee going into Dallas.
I like Dallas.
I like Dallas as well. Then we've got the Eagles going into Dallas.
I like Dallas at home. Home team holds.
And then Dallas will play the Seahawks and Rams back-to-back weeks.
Nah, defending Super Bowl champs, but they lost some key players. I think the 49ers defense still is going to be pretty good.
You mean the Seahawks defense?
I'm sorry, I mean the Seahawks defense.
Yeah.
Be pretty good.
And then, okay, so the Seahawks will take that. And then we have the Rams and the Cowboys. This is in L.A. Both these games on the road, too.
Boy, that's a toss-up. But the last game, looking for that playoff, jockeying for playoff spot.
I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
I got to go with the Rams. Then we have the Jaguars versus the Cowboys. I'll take Cowboys in that.
Yeah.
And then we have the Giants and the Cowboys in Dallas.
I'll take the Cowboys again. I think Cowboys sweep the Giants this year.
Yep. And then we have the Cowboys taking on the Commanders in Washington to end the season.
Washington sweep the Cowboys this year.
You think?
I believe that.
No, I think they split. I think they sweep the Giants and split, to be honest.
I don't know. I think if the Guardians wins, if Guardians takes that first game in Dallas, they're going to win at home. So that first game will determine what is what.
Yep.
You know?
Let's get to this break real quick.
Like break time.
Flip side of the break, going to be touching a lot more NFL. Heisman Dosa, wrap it up with the what's more likely from Rich Eisen. You have got it locked and loaded. Press box.
This press box.
Reliable and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Another final segment of the Press Box Show on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Is Pearly in the house along with Stat Boy. Holding on for Naughty today, who's not doing too well. But Naughty, we got you. We got you in our prayers, brother. We know you'll be right back here pretty quick.
And we holding it down for Mega too, who, obviously busy, caught up. Mega's a busy man, so
but he'll be back soon, I'm sure. But I just want to tell MJ, stop letting Naughty cook.
What more to say? Stop. Come on, Pearly. Not today, man. Not today.
I got to turn up. I got to get that one in me, Naughty. Your dad got have an answer, so I got to turn up one in me. He can't get anything to say to me.
Yeah. I feel that.
But we miss you, Naughty. We miss you, bro. Love you.
We do. Much love. And
all right,
let's get into...
I want to know what's going on with your Ravens. That's what I want to know.
A little brief breakdown on them. I think we have the talent. I just need to see how this coaching staff does week one. I've been patient all off season. I've been letting it ride out. Nothing to freak out about. Because the Max Crosby debacle, done and dusted. Nothing we can do about that now. So just got to let it play out and just have hope for the season. We got new uniforms. That's the biggest thing. And they ain't really too new. Just updated some things. That's about it.
Yeah.
I am ready. I want to see what Zay does. I want to see what Lamar does this year. I want to see what our defense does with a new coach. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. So you think you've been that division? Even though Pittsburgh is bringing back the great Aaron Rodgers?
And listen, and in honor of my dad, I'm going to do this for him too. Like, we don't need every year in the offseason, you go into a wilderness retreat for 2 months. You don't bathe, you don't clean yourself. You just, let your bodily musk emanate, and you just go into the wild, and you sit and think and connect with Mother Nature. Then you come out, I'm going to play football. Like, we don't need the same cycle over and over and over again. He's one of the best quarterbacks ever, but I'm really thankful that this is the final year. It's time. And it is going to be sad, though, because that means the childhood run of quarterbacks that they had is, officially really coming to an end. But it's time.
And another team, I wanted to ask you something about. Are we going to see this quarterback bull crap that's going on in Cleveland?
I have no clue. If it's up to me, 100%, I'm going with Shedeur Sanders, but I don't know why people are feeling like Deshaun Watson has this thing going. We've seen what he can do. He is not who he once was. I don't know how many days he's missed to injury. He's not that guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
But, it's going to be interesting to see which teams are the best and which teams are the worst. And obviously, it's the preseason, so you can't make too many crazy prognostications. But we got the clip lined up of Rich Eisen's NFL Power Rankings. And we'll see what they think of the 32 teams across the NFL where they will fall out. So let's get to that clip, Mr. Producer, please.
Power Rankings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. Power Rankings.
All right, here we go. Power Rankings of the NFL schedule presented by SoFi. There's more than 10 games on here, I'm not going to lie. Certainly when you start with 10, number 10 on the list, everybody, is when the Bucs and Falcons play each other twice. Ooh. I don't care which one.
Really?
Oh, yes. I got to give some love to the NFC South, guys.
I mean, you don't have to.
Why? I got to give some love to it. Because we all know, Baker quotes, it's tweeted out on January 20th after Stefanski got hired by Atlanta. Quote, still waiting on a text call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach.
Said too.
How about that? How about that? So Baker versus Atlanta and Stefanski. Kind of dig it.
That's fun.
Number 9 on the list. Week 3, Monday Night Football, Eagles at Bears. Don't forget what the Bears did in Philadelphia last year. Day after Thanksgiving, they punked the Eagles.
Yeah, that was awesome.
In their house. Punked them. So what happens week 3? Okay? And we just play the win-loss game for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're home for Washington. They're at Tennessee. And then they've got this game in Chicago. Here we go. Chicago starting off at Carolina, home for Minnesota, then this one. It's going to be big. It's going to be a marker for either one of these teams. Number 8. Week 18, I have no idea if this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' last regular season game of his career, last game of his career. I do not know. But Steelers at Ravens may be for the entire AFC North shooting match, and I can't wait for it. This is a Week 18 game. Steelers at Ravens. I didn't choose the Ravens at Steelers. I chose this one. Because it could be for all of the Rodgers marbles, all of the AFC North marbles, number 7. Week 6, Monday Night Football. It's Micah's old team coming back to Green Bay. It's Rashawn Gary coming back to Green Bay. Kenny Clark coming back to Green Bay. Will Micah be healthy? Maybe this is one of those games where he'll be back. Maybe he comes back just for it. I don't know. But Cowboys-Packers, old school stuff. Week 6, Monday Night Football, 7th on the list. Number 6 on the list is Seattle at San Francisco, and I'm choosing Week 12 because the Thanksgiving lineup is so loaded with 5 games before the weekend.
I know.
That you're wondering what's left on the schedule. And if Week 12 is just one big stinking on ice for the rest of us to sit there on Sunday because the league loaded up everything at the beginning of the week, this is a big game. Another one is Ravens at Houston. So those are big Sunday games. This one in particular, Seattle at San Francisco. Last time this happened, the 1 seed was on the line, and Seattle punked the 49ers. So that's a big one. Number 5 on the list, Ravens at Bills, Week 8, right there in the middle of the season. Lamar at Josh Allen. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. I can't wait to see it.
The Under Pressure Bowl, Brockman.
Say that again?
The Under Pressure Bowl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, Bills are coming off of a bye in that regard as well.
Nice.
Number 4, I put this one here just because, again, it's a Super Bowl rematch. I already said earlier that I was disappointed it's not Bears at Seattle, but it is the opening Thursday night. Banner raised, 12's going crazy. It could be A.J. Brown's first game as a Patriot. Drake May there, let's go. Can't wait, Week 1. Number 3 on the list is, I think, the better game, and it's in Australia. I think, San Francisco and the Rams. Let's go. NFC West football. This could be this is a big one for the Rams because this is their home game against San Francisco. Or, as San Francisco might point out, they lost a home game because it's not being played in SoFi. Number 2 on this list, I don't care if it's a cop-out or not. I can't choose one for the entirety of this thing.
Come on, pick one.
If I had to pick one, it's Chiefs-Bills. If I had to pick one, it's Chiefs-Bills. But Packers, Rams, Bears, Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos, Steelers.
Eagles, Cowboys.
With all due respect to everyone else, if everybody's healthy, these are massive games. Massive. But the number one is the Christmas games. The Christmas slate games.
All of them
are. How can you? Packers, Bears, Buffalo, Denver, Rams, Seattle. Last time the Rams were in Seattle, we all know what happened. The 2-point conversion, all that craziness.
Yeah,
that's gonna be nuts. Christmas, unbelievable, that triple header. And those are my power rankings of the NFL schedule, brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. Back for hour 2 and Tim Legler on the NBA playoffs.
You think we need one more?
I don't have one. Oh, I don't have any. I gave you literally number 2 was 5 games. Number 1 was 3 games.
Also, New England Seattle is Wednesday. That starts the season.
Oh, that's right. Pardon
Wednesday.
me. New England Seattle's Wednesday, and then the other one, right?
Yeah. It'll be
Correct.
Thursday night here, but as we figured out, Melbourne is 17 hours ahead of us.
Right.
So that's Friday
Thank you for
morning
that
in
update.
Melbourne, but Thursday night here.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
But
it took a while to figure that.
Yeah, we
I inartfully said the better game is game 2. I think, with all due respect, man.
Yeah.
But, dude, like Thanksgiving, is amazing.
Woo.
And the league clearly just decided
that we don't want to spend time with our families.
Well, I mean, but it's like let's launch it. Let's get it done. Let's go ahead and launch it.
Are you down with like the Wednesday games this year?
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I understand. It's going to be tough to figure out. Well, it's Wednesday and it's on Netflix, and then the next days are CBS, Fox, and Bills, and then Prime Video. And I know there's some people who just won't pay for streaming, or they think streaming is less than, or whatever. Obviously, as we sit here on Disney Plus and the ESPN app, we are pro streamers here. Certainly coming off of our 3-year run on Roku after
I don't
a
even
2-year
mean
run
that.
on Peacock.
I just mean
so
games on every day of the week, basically.
Okay.
I mean, less is more.
It's still the same.
Let's make us.
So why not sit there on a
yearn
Wednesday
for some
night? So
football.
what, you'd rather that Packers-Rams game be thrown on a Sunday so you're watching it amongst everything else? I mean,
Friday doubleheader. I mean, I'm just saying,
I like the Thanksgiving evening.
I like a couple of days without football to make me be like, man,
I miss football.
Really want some football. I miss some football.
No, I understand. Like on my schedule.
That's some interesting games, that boy. Are you
Apologies, had to unmute. Yeah, no, I did just get the mute button pressed. No, that is a great slate of games. The rankings was great. I really am keeping eyes on that Dallas and Green Bay game for the storylines. Last year's Dallas and Green Bay game, it ended in a tie. The only tie all season, 40-40. It was a barn burner. It was great. I think that the Super Bowl rematch should be higher, but unfortunately, the Patriots are in the news for other things other than their football.
You think the Patriots, now they're going to be playing the first place schedule, they're going to be that much better? They're going to still be as good as they were last year? Because they just did what they were supposed to do with the 4-play schedule.
Agreed. They were 14-3. I think they're going to drop some games, but I still think they're the creme de la creme in the East, at least in the East Division.
Why are they still putting so much emphasis on this Kansas City Buffalo game every time? I think both of them pretty much.
Because we already know. I feel like the Bills win that every regular season, and then if they buck in the playoffs, we know who gets the last laugh. It's like I've seen this over and over again.
It's like a mental thing now. We got you. We can always beat you in the playoffs.
Exactly. They always get to it. A team I didn't hear mentioned on this list, though, but I think they could be an upstart surprise team. We've been mentioning him on the press box, but we really like what he's got going on in the black hole. Fernando Mendoza and those Las Vegas Raiders, I think they could really be not a playoff team, not nothing like that, but I think they could show a lot of promise, a ton of promise.
Play some tough game.
Let me just quote the text from, of course, the top dog. Let me quote my dad, my pop, Naughty. He says, and I quote, "The Fernando Lorien has all the aura." I don't know where he went to in Gen Z to pull that quote out, but the Fernando Lorien has all the aura. We got that clip lined up right now, speaking about the Raiders and how Fernando Mendoza's unique character and aura. It feels authentic, refreshing. Let's get to that clip, Mr. Producer.
Like everybody thinks I'm a cornball. Most aura, Mendoza. Fernando.
Gotta go Nando.
I gotta go Nando.
You gotta go Fernando.
Fernando.
Mendoza.
Fernando.
Mendoza.
Fernando.
Fernando.
Fernando Mendoza.
Do my dog Fernando. Be my QB. He's always been the same, Nando.
I have more most aura. I feel like I have. Thank you guys. I feel like I have the least aura. Like I feel like everybody thinks I'm a cornball. Hey, there we go. I guess most aura. That's something I never thought I'd get.
With cornballs.
He has a slightly larger trophy that he won last year during college football season.
Just a little
but at
bigger.
the NFLPA Rookie Premiere, where a select group of the incoming players went to Los Angeles, they put on their uniforms for the first time, posed for football cards, and they decided that Fernando Mendoza, a.k.a. the Fernando Lorian, has the most aura. He's just different. It's unique. He's got that smile all the time.
Yeah.
He's very earnest all the time, eager to please, eager to explain.
Totally.
Great at a press conference.
Yep.
He's just different.
Yeah.
He's just different.
He is. Yeah, he's got a great.
On all the time.
On all the time. I mean, the smile is like it's one of those where we're pretty good at reading people. We meet a lot of people through our life. And as soon as you meet him, you're just like, man, that's a genuine smile, right? A great look in his eye. There is something to him there as far as, aura or presence. And that's one of the things that I'm big on as far as evaluating quarterbacks. Most of your quarterbacks that are your ballers and you think are the guy, they kind of have that aura presence when they walk in the room. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow, I can remember meeting them young ages too and going, man, they got something about them. There's no doubt about that, right? So there is something to that, and that goes back into the days of my dad's years and meeting quarterbacks with aura and all that. Mendoza has it, and I think that's why he can be a star in the NFL.
I think the accomplishments add to it as well.
You're right.
I think you have a natural aura the more you have done and the more respect that your exploits will earn for you.
Yeah.
So it's hard not to have some aura when you've won a national championship and you've won a Heisman Trophy, because you walk into the room, there's the guy who did it.
Yeah.
And I think when you do it in a disarming way, where you're not acting chill, you're not acting cool, you come in and smile and it feels genuine. We have seen, we have experienced, we have witnessed some quarterbacks whose aura feels contrived. It feels phony. I'm not going to name names, but we have seen that. And it's just one of those things where, is this real? And because of that, I run every quarterback that has that similar aura through the BS detector.
Yeah.
Is this real?
Right.
Is this real or is this a character? And so far, for Mendoza, it seems real.
Yeah.
It seems legitimate. It's who he is. He's not playing a role. He's just being himself.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
We'll see. We'll see what happens when he starts getting banged around a little bit. We'll see what happens when he does something, whatever it may be, that gets him criticized. Maybe he'll never do anything. Maybe he'll always be the guy that everyone loves, who has an aura that is very unique and authentic and true. Authenticity can't be faked, and at some point you're going to slip out of character. But so far, it seems like he's the real deal.
Yeah, he does. I'd be shocked if it slips away. And you're right. I mean, aura has something to do with, the presence, the guy, but it is a little bit about, man, I've seen you on TV a lot. Man, when I saw you on TV in big moments, damn, you always won. You always came through. And that does add to the aura. It does something to the brain psychologically, where you just go, wait, I've seen that guy a lot on special moments on TV, and he always delivers when he's, on the national stage. And I think you're right. It does add something to that when you meet that person. Now, you don't just have it always just like that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PF.
I find interesting about that last statement he made.
What's that, Pearly?
When he talked about Mendoza saying, I saw you on TV, I see you on TV, you always win. Plenty quarterbacks come into the league who always won. and had some rude awakenings. What was that kid who moved from quarterback from Florida? I think he moved from quarterback to tight end and now announcer. Tebow?
Tim Tebow.
Tebow, yeah, he always won.
He didn't even make it in the NFL. He just made the Jaguars practice squad as a tight end. But
he always won.
I'll say this as a counterpoint. The one thing that these quarterbacks didn't have was the greatest of all time as their whisperer to help develop them. Because if you believe Tom Brady's not mentoring him and going to get his return on investment, you're mistaken. Brady's going to make sure they get the full return on investment. All right, it's about that time. We have to get to our pick today, Pearly. Who do you got tonight? Spurs and Thunder, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals.
I think the Thunder, they're all up in the Spurs' head. I think the physicality the Spurs not used to. I think Thunder brings that pedigree, that championship pedigree to the game. I think you're going to see now, while I think the Spurs got the most talent, I think now you're going to see where the championship pressure plays in. I like the Thunder tonight, and I like the Thunder to take it in 5.
Fair enough. I am going to go with the San Antonio Spurs because if there's anything I know they hate this team. They want to dethrone this team. The Spurs are the new kids on the block. Shout out to the group who want to, show themselves and prove themselves. And they want to, announce that they're here and they're back to the league because the Spurs had some time off in terms of dominating the league, but they're back now. Back against the wall. I think they'll have that mentality. I think Vic will step up. He said it himself. I got the Spurs to tie this one up 2-2. And that is my pick for you today. Once again, for all of our sponsors, all of our amazing sponsors, we got KFC Nassau, The Island Game, Harborside Marine, Green Parrot, and Margaritaville PI. Thank you all so much. We appreciate y'all. And, of course, for Megaton, for my dad, for Naughty, for my great co-host today, Uncle Earl of Pearl. This has been the Press Box. This is Stott Boy Sound Show. I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And thank you once again for tuning into the Press Box.
All right, everybody. Take care. Get well, Naughty.
Take care.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
What's more likely?
Never say never, but never.
It's time for What's More Likely, presented by Pella Windows and Doors. What do you have over there, Chris Brockman?
Is it more likely you win the Emmy or Susie stops shaming you for eating donuts?
What else you got over there? What else you want to know?
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. Great to see you.
What up, Jake?
Hey, Matthew Stafford, he's back. 2 more years at least. I said 2 years at least. Matthew Stafford.
Okay. Yep.
Who's more likely to be the Rams' starting quarterback in 2028? Matthew Stafford or Ty Simpson?
Oh, I'd go Ty Simpson there.
I think 2 and done for Matt.
I mean, I'm not going to put anything past him, but at some point you drafted him in the first round, and that's why he didn't want to have a clock put on him.
Plans change.
Yes, Matthew Stafford does at the end of the day have it in his control as to how long he's going to keep playing football.
Bill drafted
as the starting
Jimmy
quarterback
G
of the Los Angeles Rams.
Brady had him traded.
If he has the year, this year and next year that the Rams hope he can have, and he puts trophies in the case, and he wants to still keep playing, and there's a reason why he's so damn good, is the longevity and the connection to the coach and the ability to win with the roster that's currently constructed. But at the end of the day, 2028, I mean, this is a guy, the footage came out, remember, after they lost the NFC Championship game, of him saying goodnight to his daughters, his little babies? He's coaching them up. He might just say, you know what, $105 million more, playing at age 40. It's time to go, be a dad. It's entirely possible, and Ty Simpson might be ready. So if you're talking about what is more likely, I would go with Ty Simpson in 2028. You would disagree, Chris?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, very good.
I'm asking the questions.
I got it. What is more likely? I gave you the answer. It'll be Ty Simpson.
I still can't get over Todd Monken just wondering, Miles, like there would be another Garrett.
What other Garrett have I not had a face-to-face conversation with?
So is it more likely Myles Garrett gets traded, Micah style, or he wins Defensive Player of the Year again in 2026?
For Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go for Cleveland. Just sitting here right now, I'll just say that. But the first part of this is still possible.
Right?
Yeah, man.
I think it feels that way still.
Yeah.
It's Memorial Day, and he hasn't met the head coach.
I got it. But it's still spring. Spring is springing. Summer's coming. You know what I mean? Solstice hasn't hit yet. But
that was Crosby, Stills.
I'd go with the latter.
Okay.
You're asking me what's more likely Friday before Memorial Day. I'll say he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year again for Cleveland. What else you got, Chris?
Man. Keeping an eye on the Raiders, Jay Felly. Sir. Mendoza looks good. A lot of chatter. Mm-hmm. Is it more likely to be the higher number? Undefeated NFL teams heading into November, or Raiders starting quarterbacks at that point?
Oh, I'll go Raiders starting quarterbacks at that point. Do you think somebody's going to be 8-0, 9-0 in this National Football League? You think that's what you think?
Weren't the Cardinals 9-0 like 3 years ago?
Okay. I understand, but this is, again, what's more likely. Let me get this correct here. Week 8 is when November hits. November 1st is the Sunday of week 8 is November 1st. So someone would have to be 7-0 going into that.
Yeah, why not?
I'll go Raiders starting quarterbacks.
Is that number 1 or 2?
See, now that's a question you used to ask Cage, not me on live television and radio, sir. Oh, you mean 1 or 2
starting quarterback?
I'm sorry. Is this thing on?
Hello. What?
You just tell me, was it number 1 or number 2? Chris, how dare you? 1 starter, Chris.
Interesting.
1 starter.
Interesting.
Now you're going to ask me who that starter is?
Interesting.
Move on.
Where's the toilets drop?
Just keep playing music.
Toilets!
Good.
This seemingly has been AFC North week on the Rich Eisen Show.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the AFC North this year? Steelers or Bengals?
More likely than not?
More likely.
I'm going with Joey B. Healthy. Oh, yeah, man. Most talented roster he's had in a while. Sexy Dexy in the middle of that defensive line. You know? Let's go. We're gonna win games, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I saw Florio.
A lot of games.
Florio had a piece. You know, you're just learning these waters, Rich. You're learning how to swim in them. But they have odds for every game of the year so far.
Okay.
Future odds. The Bengals are favored in 15 out of 17 games.
Dude, I understand why.
Bettors are loving the Bengals right now.
I hear you. Last time there was a Super Bowl in SoFi Stadium, and you were played in it for the AFC.
Go Bird.
What else, Chris?
Speaking of Super Bowls and AFCs, a lot of birthdays this week. Josh Allen had a birthday. Patrick Mahomes is going to be 31 during the season. Joe Burrow is going to turn 30 during the season. Lamar is going to turn 30 this season.
Oh, who's going to be the best quarterback under the age of 30?
More likely to be the AFC Super Bowl 61 quarterback. Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, or the field?
So Drake May's not in this mix here, huh?
He's in the field.
I mean, okay, yeah, Drake May's in the field.
All I hear are these
Justin
are the four
Herbert's
best
in the
quarterbacks.
field. Who else is in the field? Bo Nix is in the field.
Bo Nix in the field. Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is in the field.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is in the field.
Shador, Daniel Jones.
Rodgers is in the field.
Rodgers in the field, man.
I'll take the quartet. Although I'm toying with the idea of putting the Chargers and the Rams in the Super Bowl together in Super Bowl 16.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't hate that idea.
That was my top two teams in my
way
2 cents. All right. What else?
All right, a few more now. Let's get to some of the other sports. Game 3 in San Antonio tonight. More likely to be the bigger total in San Antonio. Hartenstein fouls or Wemby blocks.
Good one, Chris. I'll go Wemby blocks.
Is that 5? That's
no, I
6
think
blocks
Wemby blocks 7.
Okay. You think Hartenstein fouls out?
By the third quarter. If he's going to be that handsy.
By the third quarter.
Man, that DVD of the cut up they must have sent the league yesterday.
Oh, my God. Did they set it to music?
It's like Thriller, like 8 minutes long.
That's right. What else is over there, Chris?
How about this one? Is it more likely that both OKC and the both series go 7 games, or none of them do?
Oh.
That's a weird.
Then it's more likely neither of them do. I don't think Knicks Cavs goes 7. I think
You were just sitting here an hour ago telling us that, hey, the Cavs came back 2-0.
You're putting too much in the ether for me to like without looking for a trapdoor. You're talking too much. Man, you never shut up. He's like the independent network news on Channel 9. Yeah, Knicks Cavs don't go, so I'll go neither of them do.
Okay, great. Neither do.
But I think Spurs and Thunder go 7.
Very well. Good.
Down to the final possession.
Oh, could you imagine?
Wouldn't it be great?
And then Wemby's got the ball at
30
court.
Yeah, it just shoots it from half court. Last one, guys. More likely to happen first. Ohtani gives up a run, or I backtrack on my stance that he should stop.
Up a run. You're not giving that up. You're never giving that up. You've never given it up. You've said it over and over again. You did it for the bit on Overreaction Monday on a Tuesday, but it was a big-ass germ of truth at the center of that, like a Tootsie Roll pop, okay? It's taken 3 bites to get to the center. We've taken 2 shots at you.
A one?
You're not backing off.
A 2?
You're totally not backing off. You will always say you should never do both. You will always say it. But, oh, man, you'll give up a run. You're never giving up that ghost. Neither are we, because he's just so awesome. You barked up the wrong tree. You chose the wrong guy. You chose the wrong guy.
Right.
Say, honestly, if you could, TJ Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
You could name the top 5 athletes you should never doubt.
Okay.
Never say you never say never.
Yep.
About this guy. Is Ohtani one?
Oh,
right now.
If he's not one, he's 2.
Current active athlete, any sport. Top 5 athletes you should never doubt. You should never put it into existence. I don't think they should do that. Ohtani's number 1. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.